What is goody? So yes, my camera is mounted outside of my car, and this is a test run to see if the camera lasts, to make sure this mount is good enough to actually do this, because this shit is sick, bro. I don't know if this is illegal, but I'm doing it anyway. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about like high school and middle school for me. So in high school, or first middle school, I was bullied like a motherfucker. Actually, even in elementary school. Like, I've always been the kid that like, quote unquote, stands out, right? And the reason I say that is because at first I was the white kid and the predominantly, white kid, because I'm mixed. I'm half white, half Puerto Rican. At first I was the white kid in the predominantly black and Hispanic school. And then eventually, later on, I was the mixed kid in the predominantly white school. So my whole life I've kind of been like a quote unquote outcast, right? And I got bullied because of it. Like, people pick on things that they see that aren't the norm in their environment, right? So long story short, like in middle school, I didn't realize like it was probably a little bit of racism, but I was called a monkey all throughout middle school. So like that shit haunted me for a long time, to the point where like for a while I would see people laughing at the gym, and I always thought that it was like them doing the same shit that was done to me in middle school, like them laughing at the fact that I look different. So that bullying from middle school literally carried into my adulthood. And the reason I'm bringing up the whole bullying thing is because not too long ago I had to question, like, why do I feel the desire to get big, to get really big? And I had to ask myself, like, is this my ego speaking that's telling me that I want to get big? Or is it like me truly deep down inside, like that's what I want for myself? And as I reflected on it, I'm like, damn, bro, like, you were bullied, dude. Like, you were bullied a good amount throughout your fucking life. And I don't think you want to get big because you actually want to get big. I think you want to get big because you were fucking bullied, dude. So very quickly I realized, like, damn, bro, like, you can't do that to yourself. You're not gonna feel fulfilled, like, if you do that. You'll always look in the mirror and think that you need to be bigger, and then bigger, and then bigger, and then bigger. And before I started like really taking personal development serious, I was a barber, and I got no fulfillment out of that. Like, none. I would get price raises. I would make the most money I've ever made in a day, in a week, in a month. I would like get tons of new clients off of social media, and none of it was fulfilling to me. So remembering that, I'm like, bro, I can't do this to myself again. I cannot go on this endless journey of like seeking this fulfillment. In my barbering career, I didn't realize that's what I was doing, but I kept telling myself, like, bro, I cannot go on this endless journey of seeking fulfillment and never get it. So I'm like, all right, we gotta find like the right reason to be coming to the gym. Like, and the more and more I do this morning routine, the more I just find that, like, every time I go to the gym and leave, I'm mentally more clear. Every time I go to the gym and then I leave, I'm like more confident. Every time I go to the gym and I'm able to practice my self-talk in my sets, it makes life much easier. So I started to realize, like, damn, bro, like, just like you would practice for a sport, like, when I go to the gym, I'm practicing for life, for when life gets tough, or for when, like, those days that something comes up and it's unexpected and I'm, like, prepared for them now. And then also, like, dude, business is no easy thing, especially when you're newer into it, because you're fighting all this conditioning that you've had throughout your entire life. Societal conditioning, environmental conditioning, religious conditioning. You're fighting all of it off in order to break through to new levels in your business. There's never business problems. You just have personal problems that bleed into your business. And yeah, bro, once I realized that, that's when I was truly able to make that, like, heavy mindset shift into realizing that, like, damn, when I'm, like, going to the gym, bro, I'm training for life. I'm not just in here to make my body look dope. Like, that's a dope part of it. I'm not just in here to get big. I'm in here to fucking, like, really prepare myself for life and be ready. Also, this is something that I've been talking to people about. When you live the way that I'm living, like, I'm basically purposely putting myself in this adverse state, right? And what people don't realize is when opportunities come up, there's gonna be discomfort attached to the opportunity. So what I mean by that is, like, the opportunities that come up that allow you to grow are gonna force you out of your comfort zone. And if you're not used to getting out of your comfort zone all the time, you'll never take the opportunity. You'll pass it by simply because you're not used to stepping out of your comfort zone. And honestly, you might not even see the opportunity due to the fact that it would push you out of your comfort zone. So your ego will cause you to see it as, oh, I shouldn't do that. I got to stay away from that. That's not a part of my purpose. And your ego will trick you like a motherfucker. And then guess what? The opportunity fucking passes you by. All because you haven't been used to getting out of your comfort zone. And believe me, that's a sucky ass reason to pass up an opportunity, all because you were living a soft, fucking just normal life like everybody else. It's when you start to view the gym that way rather than, like, superficially, things will change for you. Like, if you're viewing the gym superficially, like, I'm here to tell you, I'm never gonna lie to you guys. Love ain't lies. Wes Watson says that shit. Like, it's really not. People who love you should never lie to you. And if they are, they don't love you, bro. They're just worried about their ego getting crushed because you don't accept what they have to say. But I'm here to tell you guys, like, if you live a soft ass life, like, good fucking luck. Like, life is gonna be really, really tough for you because, dude, it's not stopping. Like, we all see you got, like, polarity in fucking life, right? You got times where things are really fucking good, and you got times where shit hits the fan and you're like, oh, fuck, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Those are just like contraction and expansion phases. Well, guess what? When you live the way that I'm living, when life does get tough, in your mind, you're like, bro, this is fucking normal. Like, I'm used to living this way. So when I have a problem, I'm so solution oriented that I can easily just fix the problem. Like that. It's literally that easy. So I encourage you guys to live in a tough manner. Like, another thing when you live that way, right? And you're doing it on purpose, that's freedom. Because most people mentally are not free. They're slaves to their thoughts, to their emotions, and to their default programming. The way they were programmed to be as a kid, right? So, true actual freedom is you making the decisions. Like for me, myself, me making the decision to wake up at 3 a.m. Me making the decision to go do a workout. Like almost first thing in the morning after I do my journaling and meditation and my fucking breath work. Like, fuck, bro. Choosing to live that way is so powerful because, like I said, it gives you freedom. Like most people are running off of a default programming, like the way they were programmed as kids, right? So they don't actually make choices or decisions. Their brain is making all their decisions for them to get them to just keep living the same reality over and over again. Our brains are like electricity. They'll seek the path of least resistance. So they'll always resort back to comfort, and that's a bad thing. We don't grow outside of our comfort zone. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. So I really push you guys, like, start waking up a little bit earlier. Like, even if it's only 30 minutes, like something that's gonna push you mentally, right? And you could wake up, actually get up in the morning and be like, I'm fucking winning, bro. The hardest part of my day, literally waking up, that wake up time, oh, I'm a champion, bro. I conquered it. I'm a fucking winner. And boom, that jump starts the rest of your day. Now you're just, oh fuck, dude. You're winning, big dog. Like, and that's gotta be the attitude for the whole day. Like, as long as you don't hit that snooze button, oh, everything else will be a breeze, bro. None of us like getting up early. So you do it by choice, fuck yeah. Also, I challenge you, go get a workout in. Like, go get a workout in and like really, really push it. Choose to push it. Choose to push past what your brain is telling you can do. And then also, come up with before you actually hit the gym, come up with some sort of routine that grounds you, that helps you feel regulated. Like for myself, I do the breath work in the morning because my nervous system is like hella fucking dysregulated. Just from, it's been like that my whole life. Just, I adopted my mom's nervous system. Like, you guys can do the research on that if you want, but you adopt your mother's nervous system. So what you got is what you got to work with. So if you find ways, like for me it's breath work, to regulate your nervous system, you'll feel so much more grounded throughout the day, which is a really fucking good thing. You'll be able to like actually do the things that you want to throughout the day because you're not so much in your head. Look, when you're not grounded, you're in fight or flight mode, right? And what people don't understand is that when you're in fight or flight mode, your like blood leaves your like your brain, it leaves your digestive system, and it goes to your extremities. So your hands, your arms, your legs, your feet, and it goes there so that, because it believes that there's a threat, that there's some sort of threat. So now guess what? When you're in that fight or flight mode, you ever feel like when you get angry you can't control yourself? Or like you're kind of like irritable, and when somebody like irritates you or says something that like triggers you, you like snap real quick. That's due to being in fight or flight. That's due to having a dysregulated nervous system. So you do that breath work in the morning. You do some box breathing, some guided box breathing, which I'm going to make a guided box breathing thing for you guys so that you have one, so that you don't have to go search and wonder if it's a good one or not. But you do some of that in the morning, oh baby, you feel like a whole different person. At first it feels weird. At first it may not last all that long. Like you may feel regulated for a little bit and then like have to like do the breath work again like later on throughout the day. But eventually, the more you do it, the more you train your nervous system to be regulated. And oh geez, it's powerful. Like that alone can change your reality, because now instead of seeing everything as a threat, like people as threats, fucking when you're on the road, like always being on high alert, like looking out to make sure you don't get in a fucking accident. Like now you're just relaxed. You don't feel like your shoulders are up to your fucking ears, and it's gold. It is fucking gold, bro. I learned all that I did an inner child healing course for 8 weeks, and a lot of the stuff that I'll be sharing with you guys will have come from that. It'll all be beneficial to... We all have trauma, whether you realize that or not. Like, we all have it. There's no point in like comparing trauma, right? Like you may not have had a drug addicted parent, an alcoholic parent. You may not have been abused. You may not have been like abused emotionally, physically, mentally, but literally everybody has trauma. And when you dig into it, when you start to look into what trauma like truly is, you'll see that everyone has it. So all these tools that I'm going to be giving you guys will be super, super valuable. But I dropped a shit ton of nuggets in this one. And for those of you who want to see your people grow with you, go ahead and share this with them. Like, this message is meant for the world, not just for us to keep it hostage. Like, that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. This message is literally meant for the world, and we need to get it out to the world. We need people to see that they don't have to keep living the way that they are. They don't have to stay anxious. They don't have to stay depressed. They don't have to fucking live a life that like makes them miserable. They can create freedom. They can create freedom from their mind, from the fucking depression, from the anxiety. And the more people we get this out to, the more people we can fucking change and heal. So let's share it with somebody, with at least one person. And then also leave down in the comments like what you got out of the video. Leave down in the comments an action step that you're gonna take, like something you were able to learn from this video and actually take and go implement into your life. Go ahead and comment that down below. Because check this out. Somebody may look at the video and they're like, is this going to be valuable? Like, am I going to get something out of this? And if they look in the comments, they'll be able to see like, oh shit, I struggle with that. And this dude was able to like get a tool for that. Fuck yeah. That's dope. Fire. And now they'll watch it and be able to change their life. So I appreciate you guys. As always, like, you guys are my family. I fucking love you guys. For real. And I'll see you guys in the next video.